Hello everyone, my name is Griffin and we are back with another reaction video. We are reacting to another one of Isaac Butterfield's video. This one is called Fat Activists Keep Dying. Well, of course they keep dying. They don't believe that being healthy is a good thing. They believe that being fat is healthy. Eating all these foods is a good thing. Keep getting fatter and fatter. And so they keep dying at an early age because they don't believe that being obese and being overweight doesn't lead to any other health problems, which it is one of the main reasons that leads to a lot of the health problems that people have. So let's see what Isaac has to say.
Over the past few weeks, there has been a video going viral showing the number of influencers who have been unfortunately dying. Now, all of these influencers, ladies and gents, they had something in common, something very noticeable in common indeed. And if they didn't have something very noticeable indeed in common about them, you would think there may be a serial killer on the loose, ladies and gentlemen. But no, that's incorrect. Although perhaps it is the cereal that they have been over-consuming that is the killer here, ladies and gents, because all of these people were huge.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
It doesn't invalidate the things you say, but it doesn't make them fact. Just because you're fat and you believe that being fat is good, it doesn't mean that it is a fact. It may be what you believe, but it's wrong. Because it is a fact that being fat leads to an early death. I mean, here. Look at me. I'm fat. This isn't good. I should be at least I'm trying to think. I should at least be 100 to 110 pounds lighter than I actually am. But I'm not. I'm fat. This is not a healthy thing to be. It is not a good thing to be, because I can barely run 30 feet without getting winded. I can barely go up a flight of stairs without getting winded. I have no stamina to speak of. Being fat's not good. Despite what you think, despite what you have heard from these fat activists, it's not a healthy thing to be. I don't recommend anybody to be my size or even close to my size. Be fit and healthy.
She died.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show.
Which didn't last long because she died.
That is a viral video from Blair White, who's a YouTuber, and that garnered millions of views. It went super viral, and it exposed the very real threat that people in the body positivity and the fat positivity community face every single day. That they might die, all right? When we're not all being polite and lovely and going, oh, your body's beautiful, everyone's beautiful. When you be real for a moment, you might die because you're too fucking lazy. Anyway, that's just my point of view. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a doctor. There's doctors that say being fat's healthy, so fuck me, right? Before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you by the great people at Fume. Now, four people who for Fume.
Nothing against Isaac, but I don't care about this stuff. So.
This video now. Back to the video. Of the four people who died, I will say this guy, Waffler, 69, I think he was on TikTok. He just ate like strange foods. He wasn't like a body positivity guy, but he did die because he overate. So there's that. Well, probably because he overate. There could be other issues going on, but I will say he was very large. It wasn't looking good. But for the others, they're fucked. These four social media influencers were swept up by the movement that claims obesity is perfectly healthy. The tragic truth,
they were
swept
up by some
under
kind of
the
movement.
age of 45. Now, I'm sure you've never heard of any of these people, so let's have a look at who they are. There's Brittany Sawyer. Okay, cool. There's Waffler. We've talked about him. He did some good videos. And then there's Cat Paws. Cat Paws Let's have a moment for Cat Paws, because she was one of the most interesting. A well-known activist, which is another word for absolute fuckwit, allegedly, Professor of Fat Studies, Dr. Cat Paws, who questioned the links between weight and health. Dickhead. Lost her life at age 42. Dickhead. Based at Massey University in New Zealand, she also presented a fat-positive radio show. Fuck off, Cat.
There's nothing positive about being fat. If I could go back, maybe 10 to 15 years and make different decisions about, my health, I would do it in a fucking heartbeat. But I can't. All I can do now is make better decisions. Sadly, I'm so severely addicted to pop. I mean, I'll probably die in the next 10 years.
Well, I guess you did. But fuck off. Before she died, she did have this to say when asked about the connection of being overweight and health.
Science isn't actually as clear-cut as we like to believe, and there's not really...
It actually is. Science is as clear-cut as we would like it to believe. As we would like it to be, sorry.
Quite a consensus yet about the real relationship between weight and health.
Well, it would appear that turned out quite poorly for good old Cat. And finally on this list of 4 humongous creatures is Jamie Lopez, who was a part of a reality TV show called Super Size Salon. Jesus Christ.
You ready to get supersized?
Baby Beauty Couture is the first ever salon by plus-size girls for plus-size girls.
And here's the problem with Jamie's situation is her show was only her show because she was supersized. So if she lost weight, she wouldn't have the show anymore, she wouldn't make money, and she'd be financially ruined. She had to be big, she had to get bigger, and the bigger she got, the more ratings she had. And regrettably, she died doing what she loved, being fat. She was held up on a pedestal for some people, like a hero, and that's what we're seeing here.
If you go so huge to the point where you have to have something to assist you to walk or move, that should be an alarming sign to tell you, hey, maybe I should stop getting big. Maybe I should become healthier and be more fit so, my bones don't creak and my joints don't scream at me for being a dumbass. I acknowledge I'm a dumbass and that I'm fat. I already fully acknowledge that. But, yeah, I'm not to the point where I have to have something to help me walk or move. Although I do need to start losing weight. Yeah.
People are being told that what they're doing is heroic by saying, no, I'm fat and I'm healthy and I'm beautiful. That is seen as heroics. It is not heroic. It is lazy. And if you end up like that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Sorry, mate, but it's the truth. Now, there are dozens of stories of fat influencers dying. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there's gonna be a lot more before the end of this decade. After all, spreading the message, the harmful message, that being fat is beautiful, being proud to be fat, and don't change a thing. You're perfect the way you are. Spreading that message. It's akin to suggesting to people that, if you smoke cigarettes, you should be proud of yourself. It's beautiful that you smoke durries. It's beautiful that you smoke cigarette. You love tobacco. How good's that? It's not going to hurt you. It's healthy for you. Fuck off, mate. It's dangerous.
Yeah. It's, telling people that being fat, like Isaac said, telling people that being fat is a good thing, being fat is healthy, is about as dumb as telling somebody that doing meth is good for you. Try telling somebody that doing meth is good for them. You realize how dumb and stupid that sounds? Yeah, it's about as bad as telling people that being fat is good for you. Being fat is healthy.
And then there's this fucking idiot. Whiteness killed the body positivity movement. Honestly, do not listen to people.
No. Race has nothing to do with the body positivity movement. You know what killed the body positivity movement? Fat people. Fat activists. Fat positivity. Body positivity is meant for those who have no control whatsoever over their body, of what happens to it. Losing a limb, being disfigured or disformed in some way due to genetics. that kind of stuff. That is what body positivity was meant for. Not for your fat ass to be told that it's okay to be fat.
People who write articles, they are regular people. They're fucking idiots. You wouldn't fucking save them if they were on fire. Do not listen to them just because they write in a publication. Fuck them. No one looks at an alcoholic and sees them as brave and powerful and as healthy, so why would you do it to someone who overeats? People make careers out of spreading this harmful message. I'm looking at you, Tess Holiday. Well, I guess everyone's looking at you in some respect, because you are everywhere, all at once, all together. Yeah. People like her who spread the message that being fat is healthy is an awful influence to have on the world. Awful. Not to mention fucking dangerous, mate. Very dangerous.
Excuse the sound of sizzling sausage in the background, but I have to tell you something that is truly going to change your brain. We are well into January, and that means we are seeing people that are losing weight, doing weight loss things, moving their bodies, eating differently, and I want to tell you that none of that has anything to do with you.
Wow, you're all so brave. Real bravery is not doing a thing. Just sitting at home and fucking sizzling up some sausages. And maybe you doubt Tess Holliday's impact on people, but she is everywhere. Here she is speaking at the UN for some fucking reason. Maybe she's talking to starving African children about why they don't have any food. Maybe.
I'm sure many in the room know that with weight discrimination, we see this showing up in schools, with downgrading by teachers, with admission to college. We see it in the workplace, people in larger bodies not being hired, not getting...
I hate it when people say someone in a larger body, someone in a smaller body. No. Fat people, skinny people. Stop sugarcoating it to spare people's feelings. Facts don't fucking care about your feelings. If you're fat, you're fat. You're not somebody in a larger body. You're fucking fat. You're not somebody in a smaller body. You're fucking skinny. Don't let words hurt you so much to the point where you get depressed and want to call the police on somebody because you're just a snowflake pansy.
Getting promoted, getting lower salaries.
Yes, right, that's who should be speaking to the world. A fat lady who refuses to make changes to make herself healthier, do the hard yards, make herself a better person. Yeah, let's listen to her and hear what she has to say. Maybe she'll change the world. No one cares, Tess. You should not be speaking at the UN. Not because you're fat, just because of the shit that you put out there. How can we trust anything else that you say? If what you say and what you build your entire career on is such shit, such absolute garbage and rubbish, then how can we listen to anything you say and take anything with a grain of salt? Now, strap yourself in, because I'm about to say something pretty outrageous. The Daily Mail actually did a good job at reporting this and being critical of this movement. I can't believe I'm saying it, but yes, well done to the Daily Mail. I know, shock horror, well done. The past decade has seen extraordinary momentum building around a central argument that being obese doesn't have to mean unhealthy. In other words, you can be fat and fit. And it really is gaining momentum. Spend 5 minutes on Fat Talk, the hypertensive corner of the internet that is just full of people being huge and complaining about people who aren't as huge. You will understand that these people don't want to change. They just want to get bigger and bigger and demand that you respect them for it. Why would I care about you? You're not doing anything. And this is where phrases like health at every size and shit like that, this is where they are born and this is where they gain that momentum. TikTok has a lot to answer for. The US edition of Cosmopolitan...
Even my mom would think this is fucking stupid. Even my mom would agree with me that this is just utterly ridiculous, and she would probably think a lot of these people have a severe mental health problem because they think this is okay.
Magazine was criticized for running covers featuring plus-size women in yoga poses under the headline, "This is healthy." I'm sure we can all remember that. As a part of a drive to challenge beauty stereotypes, it is also featured US plus-size model Tess Holiday, who at 5'3", which is like this high on me, 300 pounds. She's 300 fucking pounds, has a BMI of 53. Oh my God. More than double the healthy range and probably double her age as well, which was a decision condemned as dangerous and misguided. You also saw it happen with Sports Illustrated. They put a rather, she wasn't that big, but they put a larger lady on the front cover, then they put a trans lady on the front cover, and then everyone like 2 weeks ago lost their jobs at Sports Illustrated. So yeah, go fat positive, go broke. or lose your job at the very least. Self-styled fat activists.
Go
which
woke
is an
or go
oxymoron.
broke.
Meanwhile, not only promote larger bodies as healthy, but reject decades of science which prove the dangers of excess body fat. We all know this. Encouraging devotees to ignore doctors who recommend they lose weight. And
It's amazing that a lot of these fat positivity people, how much of a fit they throw when they're told by medical professionals that the weight that they are at and how their body is not conducive to their health, and they will die in early age if they don't do something about it. And then they pitch a fit at them saying, no, you're wrong, you have no idea what you're talking about. Lady, this person went to a medical school for probably over 10 years. And he's telling you that if you keep this up, you're going to die probably within the next 5 to 10 years. I don't understand how these people get it into their head that they think they're right about everything in the world and everyone else around them is wrong.
even some doctors are saying that being fat is healthy. It's all madness. It's all based on the fact that people are terrified to offend other people. And
this lady, she needs to get her medical license revoked. Just this lady doctor is a fucking idiot.
And it is only going to end in the deaths of these people who demand we respect them and demand that we change what we know about science. Demand that we ignore science and we look at something else and go, no, let's worry about everyone's feelings. Well, no one gives a fuck, all right? No one cares. And I know I make a lot of videos about the fat positivity community and the fat acceptance shit, but this is happening every single week. There's news stories about it, and that's why I cover them all the time, because there's so much shit out there. There's so many bad messages being spread that someone has to say something, and that someone, God, I'm a beautiful person and a wonderful human being. It's gonna be me. And if you're not convinced, this is from Professor Naveed Sattar from the University of Glasgow. The science around health and obesity is irrefutable. Ample evidence shows obesity can promote or accelerate over 200 diseases, such as diabetes, stroke, many cancers, diseases that impact movement, such as arthritis and mental health. All things that can kill you, other than arthritis. I guess maybe arthritis can kill you. Maybe you fall off a cliff because you can't hold on. Who the fuck knows? And yet, we still have these arguments about health. Even though all that evidence is there, we still have this argument. And these trends continue.
Yeah, the thing is, you can bring one of these people in and tell them that the problems they have is due to their weight, and it is factual and can be proven. They'll still look at you and be like, no, it's not because of my weight. It's not because of that. It's like banging your head on a brick wall. You can't speak to these people. They don't speak logic. They speak fat. Fat is healthy. Fat is beautiful. No, the fuck it isn't. Being fat is not healthy. Being fat is not beautiful. I don't understand how these people get into their fat, thick heads that they think that they're right and every evidence that points to the contrary is wrong.
The Yas Queens, the You Go Girl, the girls, fuck off. It is always girls too. It's always women. The fat positivity community doesn't welcome men because we're realistic. We're like, fuck off.
Yeah, normally if a man tries to get into this shit, he will be severely attacked. He'll be shown that he's being a fucking idiot.
We're never fat. Don't try and make it better. I just love cheeseburgers. If you are overweight, do something about it, or you won't live as long as you would if you did something about it. Simple as that. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe I'm wrong. I want to know what you think actually killed these people. Wrong answers only in the comment section, please. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks. To the revoir. Bye-bye. Ladies.
All right. Well, that was Fat Activists Keep Dying by Isaac Butterfield. All these people are so amazing how low IQ they are. They are smooth brain. Everything that goes into their ear just comes right out the other side and just slides right off the smoothness of their brain. Anyways, I would love to hear what you all think in the comments below. Please let me know your opinions. Yeah, this is... Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. I post Monday through Friday. All of my social medias, all the things I post to, stream to, and everything will be in the description below. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.